The Atacama may be the driest desert in the world, but it is rich in landscapes, unique formations, and an unparalleled sense of mystery. The national parks are filled with a diverse range of wildlife, as well as geyser fields, salt flats, canyons, geological formations, Inca ruins, and more. South American Tourism Office invite you to take a closer look at the spectacular Atacama Desert. Where is the Atacama Desert and how do you get there? Well, Atacama is a cool, arid region in northern Chile. It's about 1,000 kilometers long from north to south. LATAM Airlines and Qantas both have direct services to Santiago in Chile, flight time of around 14 hours from Sydney and Melbourne. LATAM also have a direct service from Auckland, New Zealand of 11 hours, or with good connections from other regional cities, of course. To reach San Pedro de Atacama by air, there is a direct service to the mining city of Calamar from Santiago, which is about 3.5 hours. San Pedro is just an hour and a half away by road from Calamar, and there are multiple bus and van transfer services available. So when's the best time to travel? Well, the climate is magnificent throughout the whole year, with more than 90% of the days being just absolutely radiant. During summer, January, February, March, the temperature fluctuates between 27 degrees and a minimum of 16 at night, can reach a maximum of around 32. And in winter, June, July and August, the average daytime temperature is around 22 degrees and by night 4 degrees, although it can descend to -2. You're unlikely to see rain as there's just a few millimetres a year. For visitors, we recommend to wear short trousers and a shirt, sun protection for the day and maybe a woolly at night due to the temperatures being quite variable. San Pedro de Atacama is an oasis located 2,443 metres above sea level. Ancient cultures and travellers from all over the world intermingle in this age-old town with dirt roads and adobe homes. This is essentially the starting point for an unforgettable trip where you will discover the most stunning views on the planet amid its endless beauty. When we look at the history of Atacama, opinions vary as to how Atacama received its name. Some attribute it to the Tacama duck, which inhabits northern Chile and the Peruvian coast. Others trace the history of the name to Kunza, one of the indigenous languages of the region, claiming that it came from the word Atacama, which is how the ancient Atacameños referred to the land, as it translates to the head of the country. The pronunciation in Spanish eventually caused it to be written as Atacama. The first agricultural livestock settlements are thought to have emerged around 1000 BC, where the Atacameños began developing around the Atacama oasis. They were able to artificially irrigate their crops by redirecting the water through channels into an ingenious system of terraced fields, and additional to farming, they were highly skilled in metalwork, ceramics and textiles. After a brief rule by the Inca Empire during the middle of the 15th century, Atacama underwent the Spanish conquest, which initiated the progressive decline of the Atacameño communities, mainly with the loss of their language and original religion. So what do we do in the Atacama Desert? Well, you can be as lazy as you like, but to be honest, the Atacama is perfect for hiking at all levels, being easy, moderate, advanced or expert. So there's something for everybody, either overland or high up in the mountains climbing. For those that like to jump on a saddle, there are many bike riding and horseback riding expeditions. On top of that, because of the clearest skies in the world, visitors love the stargazing, and I've got more on that later. The many exploration rides and hikes will take you across rivers, through sand dunes, clay grounds and rock valleys. You'll get to see and explore the beautiful scenery such as the Moon Valley and the Rainbow Valley, and see many, many landscapes that are almost from another world. Let's take a look at the most popular attractions. The Moon Valley is a set of landscapes of incomparable beauty that resemble a fragment of the moon landscape. It's one of the most visited places in San Pedro, located not far in the Salt Mountains area. It's an interesting area with stone and sand formations where over the millions of years the floods and the winds have given a series of colour and texture to the desert. It's extraordinarily attractive by its similarity, as I said, with the moon's surface. Many films have been set here, including Space Odyssey and Quantum of Solace. Centre stage of many landscapes, the 3,000 square kilometre Salt Lake Salar de Atacama is an unbeatable sight. Surrounded by steaming volcanoes and crimson-coloured lunar landscapes, it's a surreal and highly memorable Chilean landmark. Home to Andean birds and a large lithium reserve, its thick crust forms heaps that crackle at sundown when the temperature drops quickly. But one of the joys of visiting the Atacama salt flats is trying to spot the differences of the flamingos, the most characteristic bird of the area. The Andean flamingo, one of the rarest birds in the world, can be seen here along with the Chilean and the James flamingos. A geyser is a rare kind of hot spring that is under pressure and then erupts, sending jets of water and steam into the air. It's a unique and natural spectacle in the world. Latin America's largest geothermic area, El Tatio, is located 95 kilometers from San Pedro. El Tatio covers 10 kilometers and features around 80 of these smoking geysers at 4,200 meters altitude in the Altiplano. The eruptions can exceed 10 meters with water reaching an average temperature of 86 degrees C. However, while underground, it's been recorded as high as 240 degrees C. That's hot. In Chile, you will find the world's clearest skies. Its nature, geography, climate and position in the world turns the skies of this country into a real window to the universe. So, of course, San Pedro de Atacama is therefore one of the best places to practice astronomy. And for that reason, in 2008, Explorer, who I will talk about later, inaugurated their own observatory, which has become one of the best private Chilean observatories. Its dome houses a potent and advanced optic telescope with a main mirror of 40 centimeters in diameter with extraordinary resolution and sharpness. So where to stay? For an unforgettable experience, this northern region is discovered best from the beautiful lodges situated there. Tierra Atacama Hotel and Spa is a boutique hotel on the edge of San Pedro de Atacama. This is a stunning property which offers guided Atacama adventures, altiplano excursions and bird watching as well. Don't forget its luxury spa services, beautiful fine dining and typical boutique hotel hospitality. At Tierra Atacama, they've created a serene space in their guest rooms. Touches of local culture are everywhere, from hand-woven throws to cowhide rugs and little llama figures carved from the volcanic rocks of nearby Tocanao. All rooms look out over the Andes mountain range and nearby volcanoes and incredible views of the desert from the moment you wake to the moment you fall asleep. Also, at the edge of the world's driest desert stands this tranquil oasis which, just like the Illusion, offers comfort, care and peace of mind. Hotel Cumbres has 60 well-appointed rooms, each featuring a private terrace with views of the Atacama desert landscape. We like this hotel because guests can really relax surrounded by minimalistic decor, but the colours blend harmoniously with the natural environment. The guest rooms are situated between stone masonry patios and landscape gardens, planted exclusively with native shrubbery. They are designed with classic furniture, also using this minimalistic decoration so as to blend in with the natural surrounding. It's great for re-energizing the body and soul. Explorer Atacama was built in a 17-hectare plot, which includes their own stables with horses specifically trained for Atacama's geography, an area with jacuzzis and pools, and a traditional adobe house that includes a quincho or barbecue areas, where you can enjoy traditional barbecue, local music and dances. The 50 rooms of Explorer Atacama are designed to take full advantage of the silence, privacy and spaciousness of the surrounding landscape, ensuring deep rest after a long day of exploration. So they actively seek disconnection from everyday routine, which is why the rooms are not equipped with television or Wi-Fi. But don't worry, it is available in the hotel's common areas. Explorer Atacama was designed as the perfect base from where to explore the desert surrounding natural and the surrounding natural areas. They have more than 40 explorations where you'll be able to discover the deepest mysteries of the desert by contrasting geography, the sky, the wildlife and the culture. And at the end of each day, the Explorer's Bar is a meeting place with your guides for planning the next day's explorations. Now, these bars are stocked with local liquors and those delicious Chilean wines, and they're all included in the price, incidentally. Over 15 years ago, Explorer bought the Puritama Hot Springs on 8,000 hectares of land. It's a hot springs area currently in the process of being declared a nature reserve, and it represents a fundamental part of the Fundación Explorer, a private non-profit foundation created by Explorer to promote and develop the natural and cultural heritage of the areas where they're based. Now, it's recommended to arrive at the springs walking from Guatin, better known as the Valle de los Cactus, a few kilometers from San Pedro. This trail borders the Puritama River. It's quite a moderate grade, but it passes through beautiful green landscape. And it's the landscapes that make Atacama one of the most memorable trips of a lifetime. So that brings us to the end of our webinar here in northern Chile. We hope you've enjoyed it and come and visit soon. When travelling to South America, we recommend you travel with the locals. That's us, SATO, South American Tourism Office. We are based in Melbourne and you can call us on 1300 857 805. Our website is southamericatourism.com, or you can email us reservations@sthamerica.com. Gracias. Don't leave it too long.